falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know. Out of control, you don't know me. I'm a danger to myself. Out of control.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you are tuning in. This is Unapologetically Me, featuring me. No special guest, just me. So I lost the nail. I'm a little gimping it right now, but we're just going to have to deal with it. I also realized that most of my summer wardrobe is tube tops. So I'm going to attempt to make it known that I am wearing a top. But I may have to go throw a jacket on. Thing is it's like 92 degrees right now here. So we're just going to have to deal with it because I'm really hot and I'm in my hot ass garage. And if I get dive bombed by a June bug, which happened yesterday during filming, and I ended up just saying nay to the entire video, I'll be really ticked off. All right, so this is video 8. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you would like to check out some of the other videos before this one, it might make some more sense. However, you know, everybody's just throwing stuff out everywhere about this case, and I think most people know what's going on at this point. So this video was actually going to be about a fight that took place between Johnny and Amber on December 15th. This was another argument that began, though of course she doesn't know why, but I'm starting to think it's becoming redundant. Basically it's just her accusing him of doing all sorts of things that I don't believe he ever did. So I wanted to just kind of show you or inform you of something that I noticed in this video instead, and that is how a lot of times when AH is testifying, she will use certain things that she does or she has done and kind of flip it around and make it seem like Johnny did it to her. So when she's talking about certain things, I'm not so sure that she's lying about them happening. The thing is that these are things that she's done to him, not things that he has done to her, in my opinion. And one of the conversations that came out was about this December 15th fight. Where when Johnny had testified about it, he was saying that he was like, you know, he told her, what do you want to hit me? Hit me, you know, and she does. She slaps him right across the face, and he's like, you want to go again, tough guy? Go ahead, get it all out. And so she slaps him again, and then he's like, all right, that's it, you're done. He grabs her, and he kind of sets her on the bed, and he's like, I am leaving, do not follow me. And he turns to leave. And it escalates again from there because, of course, she never wants him to leave. Well, she testified last week that it was kind of the other way around. She was saying that he was kind of, you know, instigating her, saying, you want to go, tough guy, and things like that. You know, basically like, you want to brawl. It's like, really? So either way, this fight supposedly caused some injuries, right? But I'm trying to forward through here because she, after this fight, even testified that the next day she had plans to go on the James Corden show. And so she said she was very nervous about this because she was like, oh my gosh, are you going to be able to see that I have 2 black eyes and a busted lip? And, you know, she had chunks of hair missing from her head from when he dragged her up the stairs. All sorts of injuries she claimed on the stand that she had from this altercation. All right, so Amber had this scheduled appearance on the James Corden show, and she talked about how makeup had to work around her injuries. So they had to work around her broken nose, her busted lip, her 2 black eyes, and her clumps of missing hair, which she detailed that the hairspray really would sting when it would hit those areas. But what's funny is after she made this testimony, her makeup artist, longtime makeup artist, Samantha McMillan, came out with a declaration to the court. And Samantha McMillan stated that she had firsthand personal knowledge of some of the matters that Amber had testified to. And she stated that if called upon as a witness, that she would competently be able to testify, against this. So the fight that we just talked about, I told you happened December 15th of 2015. So here in this declaration, Samantha McMillan states that on December 16th of 2015, this is what she says. I, Samantha McMillan, spent much of the day and evening with Amber Heard, preparing her to appear on the James Corden show. I saw her throughout the day of December 16th of 2015 in good light and close range, wearing no makeup. She continued, I could clearly see that Amber Heard did not have any visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any part of her body. She continued, after the show, Miss Heard said to me, can you believe I just did that show with 2 black eyes? Miss Heard did not have any black eyes and had not been visibly injured. So, here we go again with another false claim that was set on the stand under oath that turns out to be complete and utter bullshit. And this is a trend that's happening, and I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. I am extremely excited as to what is going to happen on the stand during Cross. And she opened up the floodgates about Kate Moss, talking about a prior relationship of Johnny Depp's, meaning that now prior relationships can now be asked about. I mean, she wants her sister Whitney to testify on the stand, who she also has been accused of beating her ass and things like that. So I don't know. She basically wants her sister to come up on the stand and perjure herself alongside her. In my opinion, and this is just not going to end well for her. So I have several videos that I want to make, but I'm almost just sitting here right now scrolling through and wanting to just kind of get it all out in one video, because there's so much. And once Monday comes and we have all new testimony, we're going to be really cracking, because I think on Cross it's going to be even more to cover than it has been. So, I'm looking at other fights here that we've had. Oh, okay. So we can talk about this one. Her prior domestic case, that was dropped. Her and her ex-wife, Tasha Van Ree, they got into it. And Amber was accused of punching her in the arm and grabbing her. And, supposedly that was a misunderstanding, to where Tasha even spoke out against it and said that the arresting officer, who was a female, was against same-sex relationships. Yet it turned out that the woman that arrested them is a lesbian herself. And not only that, she is very vocal in the LGBTQ community, and she also donates to women domestic violence resources. So try again, okay? So I kind of brought up the Kate Moss rumor like a minute ago. So let's go into that really quickly, because this was at the top of the stairs incident with Whitney, and there's 2 things that I really want to discuss about this staircase incident, and that is what she's even calling it, the staircase incident. So she talks about how this is the first time she ever really landed a blow to Johnny, and She says in it, you know, my sister got in between us, threw herself in the line of fire, and you know, I'll play you the clip. So here's the clip.
Kind of break away Whitney, my sister, all of a sudden put herself in between Johnny and I. She just threw herself like in the line of fire or whatever. She just all of a sudden was there and was trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I just see my little sister with her back her back to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait for any other, I don't hesitate, I don't wait, I just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him. In all of my relationship to date with Johnny, I hadn't landed a blow. And I, for the first time, hit him. Like, actually hit him. Square in the face. He didn't push my sister down the stairs. And all my time of being in that relationship to that point, hadn't even landed one on Johnny. Sure, I had tried to fight back, threw my arms, flailed my arms, hit whenever I could to try to block blows myself, but never landed anything. And Johnny kind of...
So she says she instantly thinks Kate Moss, right? So this is the Kate Moss rumor, and that's all it is. It's a rumor. Okay. So Kate Moss told Vanity Fair in 2012 that Johnny Depp was one of the only people to be able to take care of her. Like, if I said, and this is her quote, like, if I said, what do I do? He'd tell me. And that's what I missed when I left. I really lost that gauge of somebody I could trust. It was a nightmare. Years and years of crying. Oh, the tears. So, I don't know about you, but that certainly doesn't sound like a woman who really even enjoyed not being in a relationship with Johnny. She talked about how she missed him. She's crying all the time now. The one person that she could trust and count on, a person that took care of her, you know, she was no longer with anymore. And she was sad about that. So, being completely transparent with you, though, I do have to say that Johnny Depp and Kate Moss were known of having some kind of public displays of affection and altercation. So, it wasn't rare to sometimes see them having a screaming match out in public. But one friend of Johnny's described him as, instead of hitting a woman, he just gets angry and lets off steam in other ways. And so in September of 1994, one of these shouting matches resulted in the police being called. And this is according to People magazine. And when authorities arrived, they found Johnny Depp drunk and that he had trashed his New York hotel room. But Kate Moss was completely unharmed. And she's been known to trash a hotel room and break things in the past as well. So this was something that, again, it is very much like how Johnny has even described himself. Like, he has admitted in this trial, when he gets angry, he does take it out on furniture and, you know, other things. But, again, not a human being. So he was arrested for property damage, and that's it. And that was kind of, then it was let go. So, you know, not a big deal. It was not a domestic charge at all. And Johnny Depp had admittedly, I don't know why my nose all of a sudden started, blamed himself for the breakup telling him that telling the magazine Hello that he was stupid because they had so much going in their relationship, and it was difficult, that he was difficult to get on with, and that he a lot of times let his work get in the way of his relationships. He, all he really paid attention to was his work. And he went on to explain that he shouldn't have gotten so worked up over what other people said about his work. Sure, I should care about my movies, but when I get home, I should try to leave that stuff behind. I couldn't do that, and I was horrific to live with. Trust me, I'm a total moron at times. And he also talked about what they had together was so pure, which explains the emotional breakup. So, Johnny says he's never gotten that emotional over a woman up until that point. So, I mean, you can kind of take it however you want to take it. But, I mean, again, this is Johnny. This is Johnny. This is the way he is. And he ain't lying about it. When he gets up on the stand, he's saying, yeah, I do A, B, and C. Yeah, I'm a shitty person to live with sometimes. And that's it. That's the way it is. And I'm, but I never laid a hand on anybody. I never have. And never will. And there's not one person out there that has said that he's ever even come close to being violent with another human being. No one has come forward to say anything like that. So it's interesting to me. So I guess we'll wrap this one up and I'll go into another one. I want to just get it all out, but I mean, anytime I upload more than 30 minutes, it's just a pain in the ass for YouTube for some reason. So I don't know, but I guess I'm going to have to end this one now and we'll have to roll into another one. So I will talk to you guys then. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. You never know what you're going to get with me. You're at least going to get one, but do you hear that? Oh my God. Talk to you guys later.